Hey guys, this is Patrick Riddle with Private Money Blueprint, and we're coming at you with Deal Analyzing Week. We have a couple tutorials for you, and we're going to go over a lot of tips to make sure that you know how to effectively analyze your deals. Later this week, we even have a free tool, which I'll tell you more about here at the end of this video. So make sure to watch this entire video here. I'm coming at you this morning from Shem Creek, which is in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. I thought it was a cool little spot to bring you. I went ahead and got my coffee, and a little chilly out today, but I am rebelling against the cold. As you can see, still wearing my flops. But let's dive in. Grab a pen and take some good notes, because I want to make sure that you're doing the kind of deals that are going to be highly profitable for you, for your private lenders if you're using private money, and just hedge against risk as much as possible. So there are three things that you must know to properly analyze a deal, and you'll want to write these down. And number one, we're going to dig into each one. Number one is you must know your niche. One of the biggest problems that I see, especially beginning investors having, is that they don't have a defined and targeted niche. They are interested in single-family homes, multifamily property, commercial, mobile homes, and when you're spread that thin, you may come across one type of deal and then a completely other type of deal, and it's very difficult to really get to know and understand how to properly analyze those type of deals and to build a business from that. So you want to get very targeted in your niche. So the first question that you want to ask yourself and answer now is, what's most important to you? Is it one, generating quick cash? Or two, if you already have good cash reserves, number two, are you more interested in generating long-term wealth? So what's it for you? Quick cash, or if you already have a lot of cash reserves, long-term wealth, one or the other. And if your goal is to generate quick cash, then you're either going to be wholesaling or flipping. And if you already have some good cash reserves and you're looking to buy and hold property, then you're looking for more the long-term wealth building, cash flow and pay down and that sort of thing. So once you answer that question, then you're either going to be going toward more wholesaling and flipping to generate the quick cash, or for longer term wealth with your buy and holds. So now that we've determined that piece, what type of properties do you want to focus on? What type of properties do you feel most comfortable with right now? Maybe you've gotten started and are studying some different types. Determine a specific type. For me, when I got started, it was single-family homes. Some people decide just to go straight into multifamily property. Do whatever you think's right for you, but just determine what that specific type is and stick with it. Become an expert at it. Then and only then venture out to other types of real estate. So in determining your niche, next what we're going to do, we've talked about a couple things here so far. Also, in addition to that, then you want to target what area do you want to focus on and what price range. What area and what price range. So to the first must-know thing is your niche. And we've talked about whether you're going to be generating quick cash or long-term wealth. So the quick cash, the wholesaling, the flipping, long-term wealth, you're buying and holding. Then we've talked about the specific type of property. And then you want to determine the specific area and price range that you're going to focus on. So there you go. That's number one. The second must-know thing to properly analyze deals is you want to determine your buying criteria. So depending on what your niche is, let's say that it's wholesaling, then your buying criteria is going to be factored and figured out by determining what you'll be able to wholesale properties to other investors for. Now, many experts and many other investors' buying criteria for properties is to buy them at 65 cents on the dollar or below. So 65% of value. So you determine the after repaired value, you minus repairs, you multiply by 65%, and that's the max that many of your wholesale buyers will pay for a property. So you're going to have to buy it for however much lower than that you'll be able to purchase to contract a property for. That will determine what you'll be able to make on a wholesale deal. So buying criteria, if you're flipping properties, like I just mentioned, many investors go with the 65% of value or below. You definitely want to use conservative numbers with all your deal analyzing. But if you're flipping properties, knowing what that buying criteria is, if you're planning to buy, renovate, and then sell to a retail buyer, to be on the safe side, buy 65% of value or below, and the more that you can pad yourself there, the better it's going to be for all parties involved and for your profit at the end of the day. Now, your buying criteria, let's just say that you have good cash reserves and you're just looking to buy and hold some property. Maybe you're looking to build your cash flow, and cash flow is the number one important thing for your buy and holds. Then your buying criteria will be determined by the cash flow that properties will generate. So you've determined your niche. We've talked about determining your buying criteria. Now, the third must-know thing for properly analyzing deals is to know the numbers. Know the numbers. And we're going to talk about two specific numbers because whenever you're looking at a property, you want to be able to determine the after repaired value. So after any repairs are done to the property that are needed, what's the property going to be worth? And it's good to be conservative with your numbers. And then the next number that you'll want to be able to determine is the amount of renovation and repairs that the property is needed. Now, if you're just getting started and you're like, well, Patrick, I don't know how to pull comps and find out what a property is worth after repairs, or I don't know how to look at a property and know how much in repairs that is needed, that's okay. You do not have to be the expert, period. That's one of the coolest things about real estate investing is that you can leverage your team that you build around you, their expertise, to verify, to come up with and verify all the numbers with the deal. So when coming up with a conservative after repaired value, you want to start networking with realtors, appraisers, other real estate investors who you can pass these deals by to run comps for you. Or if you're able to get access to MLS yourself, where you can start to pull together some of the comparable property information yourself. End of the day, it's best to get multiple opinions of value. Whenever I was first getting started, we had a realtor that we'd pass the property by, and they'd give us an idea ballpark of what it was worth. And we had an active investor that had been rehabbing and flipping properties for years. Same thing, that we just built a relationship with. We took out to lunch, bought him lunch, and we would pass deals by him, and we would get multiple opinions of value of especially up early on, whenever we didn't so much know what we were doing, to get to what we thought was a good conservative after repaired value. Now, with renovations and repairs, get multiple contractors to come and give you an estimate of the property. Have an inspector go look at the property. And the more eyeballs that you can basically get on the deal, whether it's determining value, whether it's determining the repairs that are needed, the safer that it's going to be all around, so that you can know that and feel good about the numbers that are put together. So, we've gone over a few things, determining your niche, your buying criteria, and then the numbers. Really leveraging your team and other experts in real estate to help you come up with those numbers, the after repaired value, and the renovation repairs that are needed. So we've got another training coming to you here very soon, and it's from one of our other Private Money Blueprint faculty members, Daniil Kleyman, who we've brought in because he is an expert at deal analysis, and he's also has a really cool tool that he's developed. He's got a free version of this tool that does a lot of work for you, and it's got some really cool things that I know you're going to love. And Daniil's going to come at you here in a couple days with a lot of tips. He's going to show you inside of this free tool that you can grab. So you're definitely going to want to watch out for that coming at you very soon. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts, question in the comment area. I'm here for you. This is Patrick Riddle with Private Money Blueprint and Deal Analyzing Week. We'll see you again soon.